Hello, collective. This is a collective reading, y'all. Take what resonates and leave the rest. There's no gender in tarot. I am definitely sick. It hit me on Sunday afternoon. Well, what happened was, I'll be honest, okay, I changed some regiments in my diet, okay, for the better. At least I thought, okay. So I'm eating a lot more vegetables, less protein, as you would say. Okay, and I'm taking all my elderberries, eating all my vitamins. I'm doing my due. I've been doing this diet for like, I would say 2 weeks, give or take steady. Okay, at first it was off and on. Adding my shakes, eating more kale, spinach, more greenery. Okay, so I've been doing it like for 2 weeks. Then Sunday, I woke up and I had like the sniffles or whatever, and I was like, okay, I could kick this off. So I ate some elderberry gummies, and then Monday it hit me. So I was like, oh my God. Tuesday, oh yeah, I was ready to just chunk everything out the window. Okay, for real. The phone, the TV, everything. I think Monday I got ready to wake Tristan up for school for alarm, and the alarm went out. I almost chunked it out the front door. It was just that bad. But I'm here. I am going to get your single messages out. So bear with me. Okay. I feel a little bit better this morning. It was so bad yesterday. I got in the bed with Tristan. And he was like, Mommy, are you okay? And I was like, And he grabbed me on my back. It's okay, Mommy, and went back to sleep. And I was just so irritated. I hate being sick. I'm a grouchy sick person, okay? So if you have not got your personals, if I've not emailed you about your personals, I apologize, okay? I will email you about your personals, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest. There's a gender in tarot. Yes, I'm up a little bit early because have you ever coughed yourself awake? Well, that was what was happening. So I was like, okay, let's make some tea. And let's do a little tarot. Tarot always makes me happy. So take what resonates, leave the rest. There's no gender in tarot, okay? You can also follow me on other platforms. No, I have not updated them, but hey, I got some old stuff on there you just might like, okay? Let's see. Collective. I think it's Wednesday, right? Happy Wednesday. I do feel better though. I feel better than Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, that's for sure. So let's go. And I hate summer colds at that. The summer, oh my God. But I have everything I need. I don't know what's going on, but I'm shaking it off. At least I'm trying. Okay, so let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Tarot always makes me feel better. Protect me from these messages and entities. Okay, God, to send a message, universal spirit and truth. Let's get a message out here for you. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. With the Hierophant in reverse. Oh. With the Eight of Wands in reverse. With the Six of Cups. With the Chariot. in reverse. I'm getting so many messages, but I cannot. my third eye is going, but my throat ain't. My, what they call it, throat chakra is stuck. Yeah, that's okay. We gonna make this do what it do. You have the High Priestess, the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. The King of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Flip it, switch it, get in where you fit in. It could be you, it could be them. Okay. It can be us. Okay. There's the Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles to the Hierophant to the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Maybe something that's been going on in your life, collective. Okay. Or around you. This could be around you. The Eight of Wands is in reverse. The Six of Cups. Maybe you've done a lot of changes in your life. Or you're trying to do changes. And you don't see any results with the Chariot in reverse, okay? So maybe you're doing changes. This could be the way you think. You're trying, where you would think so negative, you're trying to think more high vibrational, okay? And this could be changing your diet, like I was saying. It was a reason why I probably said that, you know, but you haven't really seen any beneficial changes. Mess around and catch a cold like I do. But anywho, you know, maybe it's you working out and you haven't seen any specific changes. Maybe you're trying to work something out, okay? And you're talking to, let's say, a therapist, and you still haven't gotten any clarity from it. So whatever it is with the Ace of Pentacles, you just really haven't seen any changes. Kind of no fast movements, okay? This is something you could have been dealing with emotionally for a while, okay? This can also be breaking habits like smoking. I always use just normal examples that people struggle with: smoking, drinking, hanging out with people, you know, being more consistent in your life, and you like really haven't seen any changes in your life. But with the High Priestess and the Sun, there's more peace. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, Spirit wants you to know that just because you don't see any changes with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, this is like something new. This is like clarity. You could be start a job that you thought that maybe was going to work out for your better benefit with the King of Pentacles out here. You probably make more money, but this job doesn't make you happy, okay? Like, you don't find success. It kind of does what it does, which everybody needs money, but you don't do a job that kind of makes you happy, okay? You're not happy to get up and do it. It's just you're happy to pay your bills, or you're happy to that it provides you shelter, in other words, okay? But it's not something that you really kind of want to do, okay? So with that being, with the Page of Pentacles, some of y'all are looking for something different so you can get some fast results. You know, we live in a world full of fast results, okay? And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, we live in a world with the Ace of Swords with fast results. Like, patience is a virtue, you know. I was telling that to my friend the other day. Sometimes you got to be patient to get the Ace of Pentacles, the blessings that, you know, Spirit, Divine, God has for you. You know, it don't come all the time. You got to be happy during the sad time. You know, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can come with somebody that's, you know, not so nurturing, loving, caring, don't have their finances together as well. You know what I'm saying? With the Hierophant in reverse, it comes with somebody that does things a little bit different. You know, a little taboo. You might not do everything that everybody else does. You know, you might have your own belief system. You know, you kind of rebel. against the norm, But you being that way makes you happy. It gives you clarity. You rebelling against the norm. You shortening your circle. You having that peace with the high priestess. Knowing, but then you're having that peace. And it makes you victorious. It makes you stand out in your own way. Okay? With the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it gives you the victory that you need, the love that you need. Maybe some of y'all are working on self. I see self-care, self-love, self-peace, and you're communicating that with others, and you're pulling back your energy, and they may not understand, okay? So you might not be getting, how they say, what's the word? The clarity that you need from others. Let's just say, for example, we don't celebrate certain holidays in my house, like Christmas and stuff like that. It's Christmas all the time. I think we're about to have Christmas in like 3 weeks, because it's something I'm going to give Tristan for the summer. A whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to give him, but I don't want to wait till Christmas to do it. I want to give it to him right now, because I feel like, why wait when you can do it now? Anywho, and you just don't see the clarity. Like, people don't understand why you do what you do. Okay, I do what I do because I feel like tomorrow, Christmas ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, there was a lot of things that was promised, and I've seen people not live to see that moment. You know what I'm saying? Well, wait till your birthday. I've had my papa die before my birthday. So, being serious, on the note. So I don't do certain holidays. I just go ahead and do it then, because we don't know the test of time. But with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords, you're kind of like standing in your own truth. You're doing things different, and you're not looking to be praised, but it's like you're not seeing any result from it either, okay? Let's see. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands. And you're very protective about what you're doing, what you believe in, and what you stand for. Page of Swords. And people are aware of that. People are definitely aware of that. Like, you stand up for what you believe. And it's not like you're looking for clout or happiness or anything like that. Yeah, Empress energy. You stand up for you believe, and it works for you. And that's where people got to understand. Everybody likes to be the trend. Everybody likes to get in where they fit in. And that's nice. But sometimes I have to learn, you got to do things that works for you. It may not work for you, but it may work for me. And it's working for you. Whatever that you're doing different, collective, you may not see the results from it, but it makes you happy with the Sun. The Nine of Pentacles, you come out flourished. You actually could gain money from it, or you're gaining money from it. Okay, this could be tarot with the Page of Pentacles, or you could be working with kids. You could be teaching, okay? Or you could be starting school. You could be a school assistant, I see. A business assistant, okay? Some of y'all are internship. I see that as well. Okay, and you're learning a lot from it. Necessary doesn't have to be money. It can be knowledge. If you're eager for knowledge like I am, things like that intrigue you. Okay, and you're learning a lot from it. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, it's like a wish fulfillment. It's your own care package. And you're definitely standing on that. And people are seeing that. And then they're seeing that they're working for you, Empress. Man or female. There's no gender in tarot. Empress is somebody that's discovered and been through a lot. And there's equal reciprocity in you doing this. Okay? Even though you don't see the results, or people don't see the results, you're happy about it. Okay? So I encourage you to keep doing it with the Four of Wands. And it's keeping you stable. So whatever you're doing, whether it's taboo, whether it's some sort of religion, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Okay? You're finding happiness of it. It's working for you. Okay? That's all that matters. I tell kids, all of my other kids, as long as it works for you, it works for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might say with the devil, you could be dealing with a Capricorn that is toxic. Just like they say tarot is the devil. I don't think so. Okay. With the Five of Cups. A lot of people are embarrassed about it. You know, a lot of people are also getting with the devil. A lot of people that you walked away and released because it looks like you don't need too much clarity, okay? This is something that you're probably keeping to yourself, that you're trying. Let's just say you're going to the gym because you're trying to lose a couple of pounds, you know? You're not telling Broston, oh, I'm going to the gym, da, da, da. No, you're just getting up and going. Now, you may not see the results from it, but you're determined to keep going, and people are noticing that, okay? And all the low vibrational things that you used to do, because, you know, if you go to the gym, you got to stop smoking, okay? The devil is something, it don't necessarily have to be like a terrible habit, but it's a detachment. Okay, smoking is like one of the biggest kicker. You know, it's hard for people to kick from smoking. I used to smoke, and it was hard for me to kick. And now I vape. Now it's hard for me. You know, if you would do like a habit, the devil, that would come out for me. You know, the vaping, you know, something that's not so healthy. But some of y'all are getting disappointed. And some of y'all are trying to feel like, okay, I'm not getting any results. I should let it go, okay? Trying to like be ahead of heart, but this is something that you love to do with the King of Swords, okay? It's something that you love to do. And if you love to do it, I suggest you keep doing it. Even though you don't see the results that you want to see, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing it. It makes you happy. Yeah, Nine of Cups with the Two of Wands, okay? Some of y'all might have to distance yourself from some people that don't agree with it with the Nine of Cups, okay? You may have distanced yourself. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I want to do tarot tonight. Yesterday, I could not breathe. Oh, my God. The day before that, I was just like, just shoot me. But today, I feel a little bit better on Wednesday, okay? But this is something that you love, okay? This is a path that you decided to take. A journey. It can be a health journey, okay? It can be a skill journey, a craft journey, okay? It can be something taboo. But whatever it is, it's allowing you to detach from the negativity, even though you don't see the positive out of it. But this is something that you got to know in your head, along with your heart, that it's a wish fulfillment of the Nine of Cups. It's a path that you're taking. Maybe you're going on a journey. It could also be a religion as well. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups. This is what's going to really make you happy. Okay? This is happiness. And yeah, you might not got people that's, how they say, understand why you're doing what you're doing, but it's not for them to understand. Everybody has their own path and their own journey. One card, Spirit. Their own path and their own journey. Okay? This could be like maybe your family wants you to be a high-level lawyer, doctor, you know, something strategic, and you decide to be a normal engineer, okay? With the Seven of Cups, okay? With the Hangman, yeah, you're kind of going with your own options. You're taking your own lead. Your own options. You ain't bothering nobody. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't bothering nobody with the Hangman. Some of y'all has really thought this out. Whatever it is that you want to do it. Because y'all really have thought this out. Like with the Hangman, that's looking at things different ways, you know. I talked about that at my son's school. You know, my son he's different too, and he's a water sign, so he's gonna show different emotions, most different than most kids, you know what I'm saying? And I talked to the school about that, you know, and I embrace that emotion and that feeling. I don't ever want to shush him down. And that's with the Four of Cups. You're gonna be able to dib and dab and make choices and lessons in your life that it ain't going to be agreeable with everybody. But it's going to find you joy, peace, happiness, all 10 cups. You know, You can also find your soul tribe, people that are different just like you are, into what you're into, and how they say you make them as your family. It's not saying that the people that are against you are against you. They just don't understand. It's not their path. It's not their journey. So they may not understand. They may look at it in a logical form. You know, let's just say it's tarot. A lot of people say, well, you're not going to make no money and no business out of tarot. Da, da, da. And I turn around and make it a whole damn business because that's something I like to do. You know, that's just for example. You know, a lot of people doubt you because it's not their dream. It's not their path. You need some on the 2 of Wands. It's not their dream, not their path. So they're not going to see it like you see it. You know? Yeah. They're not going to see it like you see it. They're not going to build like you build. They're not going to work at it the way you work at it. Because they don't understand it. Sometimes I realize that in life, with the Tower, you know, change. Every time, nothing stays the same. That's it. Nothing stays the same. We change seasons. We change the way we like, the way we look, our dress, the way we dress. You know, everything's always changing, revolving, you know. With the Page of Wands. Some of y'all are good messengers and healers out there. With the Death card. Some of y'all are good messengers and healers out there. I mean, changing the world. Okay? What I tell you with the Star. Aquarius energy. Some of y'all are good messengers and healers. Some of y'all do it in so many unique ways. Everybody's not a doctor. Everybody's not a nurse. Everybody's not CA. Everybody, you know. But you have your own way of doing things. You know, maybe you're humanitarian. That's a healer as well. Okay. You get your message out. Your point across. Okay. And it may be different, but it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, it may be different with the 10 of Pentacles and the Star energy. The 2 of Swords. A lot of people don't understand it, but that's cool. A lot of people may think you're being manipulative, okay? Trying to be emotional. And that's what gets me. If you don't understand it, how can you talk bad about it? Because you don't understand it. You know, and that happens. People always shun things they don't understand. I noticed that. And everybody's not like me. If I don't understand, I'm asking questions. I'm Googling it. I'm asking you more about it. Because I'm trying to understand. Because I believe in diversity. Like in a major way. And I thank God that I was showed that growing up. And even as an adult. And even now that I have kids, I try to take Tristan out of his element as much as possible. I do. You know what I'm saying? As much as possible. As much. Like if he's used to playing with kids this way, I try to take him over here. Just to see how he will react, you know. Kids with different nationalities. I try to shake up his button as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Just to see. Because everybody in the world's not the same. And a lot of people emotionally try to manipulate the situation. Oh, will that person know? Could it be that that person actually likes what they do? You know what I'm saying? Could it be that person actually good at what they do? With the 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, could it be? You know what I'm saying? Could it? You know? Yeah. Could it be that actually frees that person? Okay, you're actually free with the Ace of Cups. And everybody's like, oh, well. For example, tarot. I can only use that one. Because, baby, if anything, I've been shunned about it. I don't pay no attention because I don't care. I've always been the person that walks by my own beat anyway. So, but, you know, no tea, no shade. It gives people something to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I would, but it does. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but it does. you know, maybe, you know, I missed that memo. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the kind of person, kind of stay in my name and mind my own business. I really don't have too much of comments on what people say. I feel like people around me do it enough, which is the world, the public, and things like that. You got, you know, Facebook and TikTok and stuff, and everybody use their comments, and I feel like, you know, that's enough comments. You know what I'm saying, for the world, whether you agree with it or not. But at the end of the day, when I first started doing this, I didn't think it was just really gonna be just, you know, no tea, no shade, but I thought, you know, the LGBT making it all 50 states was like gonna keep be a topic for a while since Obama did that. I didn't think that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, was just gonna have so much to say, you know, especially if they don't know anything knowledgeable about it, especially the ones that pretend like they have so much to say, but they do it behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of people. Like, they're not out with it, but they do it, or they watch tarot and they not honest about them watching tarot or believing in it, but they want to shine you about it. So I didn't think people was gonna really like having too much to say, but they did. You know, that's the weirdest thing. But being the black sheep all the time, being opinionated on, I'm used to it. It don't bother me now that I've gotten older, because I figure like I'm gonna do what I want to do, because hey, they do what they want to do, right? Right. Okay, yeah. Some of y'all are gonna find your own tribe and be with your own group of people. You're gonna find people that want to collaborate with you as well. Okay, so if it don't look like it's working right now, or you just started something, okay, it's gonna work out. I'm telling you, you're gonna find your own support shit. Okay, where they're wondering, you're not. Yeah, things can go slow. You know, things definitely gonna go slow, or take your time. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna step in your own power with the magician. Some of y'all are gonna be awesome. Some of y'all are gonna be leaders in your own right. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are gonna, you know, get your own tribe, get your own group. You know, and it's gonna be hard because, you know, you got family and friends and people around you. They have their own custom and how they do things and stuff like that. But you'll be alright. Let's get an oracle card. Thank y'all for being with me with this long ass message. Because y'all know if I wasn't sick, I would have been got this message out. I would have been zoomed through this message. I'm telling you. Let's see. And like I said, I will have personal signs out. Just give me a second. As you can see how slow this one little message is going, and how I saw them personal signs and 12 of them. But I'm going to do what I can. Like, I feel good right now, so I might start right now. I got to get Tristan up in a few minutes for school. Special love deepening. Yeah, the more you do what you do, okay? Unbreakable love. I like that. The more you do what you do, okay, with law of attraction at the bottom of the deck and actions speak louder than words. The more, sound like a broken record. Keep doing it. Put it like that. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're investing your time and energy is, you actually like it. Believe it. And it's actually you. So keep doing it. You're starting to getting deep in for it. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to be your baby, your passion. It's your way of expressing love. And it's unbreakable. Okay, and it's gonna be unbreakable, and it's a law of attraction. You know, what you give out, it comes in. You know, if you be ugly with ugly people, it'll come out. But this is not that case. You know, whatever you're doing is healthy, and it's speaking volume, by the way. Okay, and you are good enough. The bottom of the oracle deck. So I like this message. Okay, well. Bye, collective. I'm going to cough some more, and what the hell was that? And be quiet so my baby can sleep. I'm trying not to cough too much, but I'm up now. Bye.